When I got hired by my first client, the investment that I made to FBA's freelancing course returned to me 3 times just after 2 weeks of working. Before becoming a freelancer, I was working as an office-based ESL teacher here in Baguio City. My job was to teach the English language to Chinese learners. When the pandemic happened, I had to move from office-based to home-based. While I was working from home, I had to think of other ways of how I can earn more. I already have an idea about freelancing, but I had a lot of doubts, questions, and what-ifs in my mind. I looked for an effective freelancing course, and that's when I found FBA. At that time, they were offering a huge discount to their courses, so I grabbed the opportunity and enrolled. I saw the FBA freelancing course as a great investment as a new freelancer because they offer certification, coaching sessions, and unlimited support. Enrolling to FBA's freelancing course turned out to be one of the best decisions that I made last year. I gained my confidence as a freelancer with the help of FBA. I learned the necessary skills and knowledge I needed as a new freelancer. I definitely recommend FBA because they will help you grow and succeed in the freelancing industry. The coaches are amazing. They have great knowledge, skills, and experience that they are willing to share to every student. If you're looking for a great freelancing course, or if you're looking for a mentor or coach to help you start with, or if you're still having doubts if you're going to enroll, this video might be the sign that you're looking for to enroll. FBA will help you every step of the way to succeed in your freelancing journey. I no longer have to wait for an approval before going on vacation. I can just simply tell my client that I'll be on vacation while working or while doing a project. Before, I had to file or request for an overtime to have better pay. But now I can simply earn as much as I can and I get to decide my rate. There has been a lot of challenges when I started freelancing, even until now. One of the biggest challenges that I had to overcome was making any mistake. I was so scared of making a single mistake to at fault. But later on, I realized that mistakes are necessary for success. Why? When we make mistakes, we learn from them. And when we learn from those mistakes, we grow. And growth is necessary for success. So make sure you learn from those mistakes and don't repeat them. If you want to be successful in freelancing, one advice that I can give you is to always present the best version of yourself. It may sound cliche, but it's true. Freelancing is not just about us earning money, it's more of the clients that we work with most of the time. Remember, we are doing business with our clients and we offer our services to help them and their businesses succeed.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Dania. She was our student in the past, and just like what you are experiencing right now, she also was looking for opportunities how she can work from home, and then she found us. And good news is she was able to actually get a very good ROI just 2 weeks after enrollment. So if you're looking for a side hustle, or if you're looking for a work from home, or what she mentioned that you can actually work while you're on a vacation, this is the place for you right here. And tonight, welcome everybody. Let me know where you're coming from. If you are watching via YouTube, via LinkedIn, via the Facebook page, please let me know so I will be guided. I know I can see some comments here. There are at least 106 people joining us live right now. And thank you for those who are also sharing and also tagging their friends. Please go ahead and do that. Feel free to tag your friends, comment, and share this free training, because today we're going to be looking into discussing how to get clients via Online Jobs PH. A little bit of this platform. This is actually good because it's easier to go ahead and get clients here. I will also go and mention what are the pros and cons of this platform, but we're going to go through how you can use this platform and be hired as virtual assistants and earn dollars while you are in the comfort of your family and while you are in the comfort of home. Okay, especially now that the exchange rate is a little bit higher, it will really help you, it will really spell success and improve the quality of your life. So this is our topic right here: how to get clients using this platform, Online Jobs PH. So feel free to share and tag your friends in the comment section. Share also to probably groups who are needing jobs. Okay. Thank you to those who responded earlier. Others are saying watching via YouTube, via Facebook. Shout out from Samal Island. Okay, YouTube, Cebu, Facebook, Caloocan. Okay, good evening to you also, Charles from Bicol. Okay, these are some of the responses that we have. Thank you very much. So far, we don't have anybody from LinkedIn. Okay, if you are watching from LinkedIn, let me know. Okay, others are just mentioning their very location. Okay, so again, my name is Grace Luxine, and I'm here to teach you how I was able to establish my freelancing career via onlinejobs.ph. I'm going to share a little bit about my personal experience. And then afterwards, I'm also going to mention steps on how you too can establish a freelancing career via Online Jobs PH. I am married. I'm a mom, a wife, and a Christian. I'm a business owner as well, and I have my master's in education and master's in entrepreneurship. I'm finishing my doctorate in education, so I'm a teacher by profession. I stopped teaching in a school setting, okay, back in early 2000, okay, and then now I'm teaching you guys, and this is all online. And this is basically another form of freelancing. I'm a freelancing thought leader, resource speaker. By the way, tomorrow I'm also going to be sharing. If you can go and visit the Asia Commerce PH, I will be there and I will be discussing how you can be your own boss through freelancing. Okay. I'm also a trainer and business consultant because Surge Marketplace also offers services. Okay, so it's not just training but services. So I come into different brands and businesses, enterprises, and share also how they too can get leverage with what they're offering with their value proposition via digital marketing or virtual assistants, because we have trained and effective virtual assistants. These are the fields of expertise that I'm handling. And this training is brought to you by Surge Marketplace. It is an FBA business consultancy corporation. Surge is the one-stop freelancing marketplace dedicated to social empowerment through freelancing training, freelancing services, and freelancing solutions. You can go ahead and search it today. These are some of our recent partnerships, collaborations, clients, okay, maybe in our training services and our solutions. And we were able to train at least 35,000 students via our freelancing courses. We also have in-depth courses. We also have mini courses. So in-depth courses are more thorough and really giving you at least 10 to 25 lessons. Mini courses are from 5 to 10 lessons. And we also give you all access to all of our available courses via our premium membership. These are some of our territories here as well. Our discussions for today will tackle what is virtual assistance, what is online jobs, okay? What are the freelancing contracts under onlinejobs.ph? How you can optimize your profile. Now here, I'm going to be asking your help here in optimizing your profile because I have not been in the online jobs PH world for a few months. Okay, I wasn't able to really, check my profile there. So earlier, I tried logging in and I wasn't able to do that. So if you can quickly, okay, if you're brave enough, share your online jobs profile so I can check, okay, and I will use that in guiding you guys how you can optimize, okay, and of course how you can apply and the techniques in applying in online jobs, okay, what are the effective ones. So take note, bring out your notebooks. You can also record, this is also recorded. This is live right now, but for those that are watching this later on, the recorded video will stay in our socials and you can watch the recorded version And then this is also certified because when you are giving us a feedback, okay, you won't be able to fill in the feedback form if you did not register. So make sure that you register using the link in the description. After that one, I will give you a code towards the end later on, and then the code will be used towards the feedbacking, and then that will be the basis of your certification. Please also note that the feedback form always is always live only for 5 days. That means after 5 days, you won't be able to fill in the feedback form, and that will nullify your chance to be certified. So make sure that you fill in the feedback form right away, and then the certificates will be sent to your email within 10 to 15 days, depending on how many people were able to give us the feedback on how we can improve, how I can improve, how our resource speakers or the whole discussion can be improved. Okay, so we're going to do the discussions first, afterwards the question and answer, and then later on I'm going to give you a code. Please take note of that, and then I'm going to give you also the link to our feedback form via email right after this live training, and then that will be the basis of your certification. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Before I'm going to share a little bit of my experience in online jobs, let's go ahead and discuss first what is virtual assistants. Why is this a trend today, and why is this important that you need to consider virtual assistants and maybe applying or getting a job or getting a client via online jobs PH? Virtual assistance generally refers to the ability to provide services. So it's self-employment. You are providing services, may it be professional, administrative, technical, creative assistance to clients remotely from a home office, or basically maybe even from a resort, a mountain resort, or maybe even in an airport when you're traveling. Okay, that's virtual assistance. So you are providing assistance or services virtually. So it can be that you're providing administrative. Okay, the administrative will cover virtual assistance in a general manner, emails, managing emails, appointment setting, lead generation. Okay, or technical. Technical can be in a form of customer service. Okay, maybe you are receiving calls, maybe you are providing technical support, okay, on how they can fix something, okay, or how they can log in something, how they can refresh or add a new password. Okay, so that's technical services. So that's also a form of virtual assistance. Creative assistance. So this is where digital marketing will come in, graphics design, video editing will come in, anything that's creative, anything that is under the creatives. It might be social media, SEO, it might be creating websites, it might be funnels, it might be creating campaigns in marketing. Okay, so that falls under creative. So even if you are doing this with administrative services or professional, maybe you are a consultant, maybe you are an engineer yourself or a paralegal yourself, and you want to provide your professional services, that's also under virtual assistance. Or admin, okay, you're like an office clerk, however you are doing this online, that's also considered virtual assistance. Or technical, okay, or creatives, as long as you're providing those services online, the exchange of services are online, the payments are online, that's called virtual assistance. And this is very important that you can consider, because this is considered the future of work. Yes, even if we are going into the normal setup where other people are going outside and are working. Okay, there's more tourism than last year. People are going out now. We're not scared anymore to take off our mask. However, people are used to efficiency. Okay, people are also wanting to make reforms and keep their costs in their office a little bit more manageable. So they are doing cost cutting because of the exchange rate, because of the war that's causing the gas to go up. Okay, so a lot of business owners today are considering to hire virtually or remotely because it is more friendly towards their budget. Okay, and of course, we are now able to prove to the world that even if you are working online, you can still be efficient, you can still be productive, you can go ahead and give your services without compromising anything, as long as you are guided and you're able to render those services. That's why you need training sometimes, okay? So the trend today is virtual assistants. This is why it's important that you're going to consider this one. Now, one of the platform, in order for you to be hired in virtual assistants, I mentioned earlier about onlinejobs.ph. I mentioned earlier that you are going to do exchange of services. So where can you go ahead and apply? Where can you go ahead and be hired? Okay, there are many platforms. Actually, stay tuned to all of our virtual training, because we will be giving you how you can also be hired in Upwork, how you can also be hired in Outsourcely. All right, so we are here really dedicated because we are a social empowerment company. So we're here to provide free training. Of course, if you're going to enroll in our courses, there will be more dedicated assistance, there will be templates, there will be guidance, there will be feedbacking. That's the perks of your payment. But here in the free training, we are still giving you quality. Okay, we're not like, okay, this and that, but actually there is no quality in there. Here we will still guide you with the best ability that we can. Okay, so earlier I mentioned that as a virtual assistant, you are going to provide services. Where can you find clients that will hire you with those services? Now, there are a lot. There's like LinkedIn, there's Outsourcely, there's People Per Hour, there are other websites. And one website, and that's where we're going to be dedicating ourselves today, is Online Job PH. Okay, and the beauty of this is Filipino friendly. Okay, so for those of you who are not in the Philippines, you may be a Filipino but you're not located in the Philippines, or if you are Indian or Pakistani, okay, and you're freelancing, my apologies. This website is Filipino friendly. Okay, so this website was created. Maybe later on, I'm just going to show you the back end. Maybe later on, you will have more. But for now, this is exclusive to virtual assistants from the Philippines. So this was created as a platform, but just go ahead and stick around, because you might be this website may be open later on, okay, to more nationalities, and at least the ins and outs of this website. So here's a short story about this website. So for me, I started freelancing, I think back in 2012. Okay, I started learning about virtual assistants in 2010, but we were in an office setting. Okay, I was an office manager. I was managing virtual assistants dedicated into the real estate and digital marketing niches. Okay, so the first niche that I learned was online bookkeeping. Okay, QuickBooks, and then afterwards we learned about real estate. We learned about BPOs. We learned about MLS. We learned about all of the real estate tasks. Okay, and then later on, we also learned about social media. Social media was very young then. 2 years in that company, and we learned a lot. And then I got pregnant to twins. And being a Christian, I mentioned earlier, my values are family. Okay, my values is really towards building families. And I married a little bit late, so I married when I was 29. So I want to build a family. Okay, so in my 30s, I want to be able to be there for my kids. I don't want to miss a thing when they are having milestones. The first time they're talking, the first time they're walking, the first time they say mom or dad. Okay, I want to be there. That's why we resigned in that setting, and then we moved home base. Right, but we did not know then that we can work actually from home. We did not have a computer, so we started in a computer shop. Okay, where the internet is not that strong. Before, it was only 1 Mbps, 3 Mbps. Okay, so it's not a matter of having the right setup in starting freelancing or virtual assistance. It's really grit. It's really about what you want to do with what you're offered. Okay, because for us, we started in a computer shop. Okay, there were headphones that were not working before. There were loud kids playing computer games, but we made it happen. And after working there for 1.5 months, we were able to get paid. And then we bought, a 16,000 peso personal computer and had internet connected at home. And then from there, we multiplied our clients from 3 clients to 11 clients within 3 months. And that's when we were started earning, from 100,000 pesos to 180,000 pesos combined, my husband and I, to 250,000 pesos. All right. This was in 2012. Okay. And now I'm teaching people how you too can experience that very freedom, that very flexibility. We call freedom because, you don't have to be just like what we featured earlier, Danya's, story. She mentioned that she can be having a holiday and she's working there. That's freedom. That's flexibility. If you're a mom, you can cook, okay, put the computer down, cook, for your family. And then afterwards, when the kids are taking a nap, you go ahead. So there's a lot of flexibility. It's good for your mental health. It's good for your well-being, okay? So when I was working from home, at first, I just knew that there was this thing called Upwork. Before it was that's another name, okay? Odesk before, okay? It was Odesk. And then while I was searching for other sites, I found out that there's also another website called Online Jobs, okay? So this website right here, and they are actually better when it comes to long-term clients because more clients are here to hire you as full-time virtual assistants. This is why I really had this as the first one, okay? Because if you want to work part-time, if you want to work full-time, okay, if you want to work like long-term with different clients, this is where you need to go. The cons here, the negative part here is usually there is lacking when it comes to now they're doing better, but when we started there was not a whole lot of security measures, so there were a lot of scammers, okay? I was scammed, also as a freelancer. Me and my team of 10 people lost, 500,000, for a month. And it was also via this website. Okay, this is why I'm here and teaching you how you can really maneuver from this. So Online Jobs PH is a job board dedicated to hiring from the Philippines. So that's why I mentioned earlier that my apologies in advance if you are not located in the Philippines. Maybe you can just get the tips from here and you can apply it in applying in other sites, okay? It might be applicable, but it's really dedicated to hiring Filipinos. If you are opening onlinejobs.ph in other countries, it will redirect you to the client's job board, okay, where you can hire virtual assistants. But if you're inside the Philippines, unless if you're going to use probably a VPN, okay, then you can really be signing up as a freelancer, okay? So this was founded in 28, okay, or 2008. So I found out, 4 years after when they started, okay? So because I found out about this website in 2012. So they were fairly new then. Okay, so the types of freelancing contracts in online jobs are the following. Number one is contractors. So contractors are project-based. Okay, so when we're talking about contractors, this might be that you're going to write 10 articles for a client and that's it. Okay, that's just one contract. So maybe the client will ask you, write, 10 articles, 300 words for us, and I'm going to pay you $150. Okay, so that's like $15 per article. Okay, or $100, $10 per article. So that's per contract basis. Okay, maybe another contract will be do an SEO for this website, and I'm going to pay you $1,500 for the whole contract. So it has usually a milestone. Milestone means, maybe they're going to pay you 50% before the start of the project, and then the rest of the 50% towards the end, or when you complete the whole project. Okay, but when we're talking about contractors, this is usually project based. So you just go and be hired and do that project, maybe you and your team, and then afterwards you're done. You get paid and you're done. Okay, Another type of contract is the part-time contract. So maybe if you are a freelancer who is a newbie, I would highly recommend that you start with part-time contract. So you will know how to manage your time. You will know how to manage your projects. You will know how to really manage, like different types of tasks. Are you able to meet deadlines? Are you able to come up with different types of different types of outputs, okay, that's required of you. So start with part-time clients first, or part-time contracts. Part-time contracts refer to anything less than 40 hours per week, okay, so that's 8 hours a day, okay, Monday to Friday. And then usually you can actually just also be more flexible, so you can finish the whole 40 hours if you are full-time within the whole week. So sometimes you can go and work still in during the weekend, probably on a Saturday, probably on a Friday, as long as you have this limit of time. Okay. So again, when we're talking about contractors, contractors are hired to work on a temporary basis. You would be hired as a contractor to complete a specific task, usually within a short period of time. Okay, so these are project based, so it's not really like you are paid on a monthly basis. So you are hired to do something. After that, after the project has been completed, then you can go ahead and finish that contract. Maybe the client will give you a feedback, you are going to give the client a feedback, and then you move forward. Okay, so it's only project based. So that's more on the contractors. When we're talking about part-time, this is simply a worker that is hired to perform tasks. It can be a repetitive task. Okay, maybe you are a social media manager, so you're managing the social media presence of the client or the company, online presence or digital presence, and you are paid on a monthly basis. But so it's more long term. It's not like one project after the other. However, here in the part-time, you are working under 40 hours. Okay, so if you are transitioning into freelancing, this is where you can start properly, so you can really measure your output, your dedication, your time management. Okay, if you're also a newbie, if you are also even a seasoned freelancer, but you are working full-time in a corporate setting, or you are a mom, a dad, you're busy, maybe you can start with the part-time contract. Okay, and this is where you can start first, maybe 10 hours per week. That's only 2 hours per day. Okay, but still, if you are paid $5, $10 per hour, that's already very good towards the end of the month. Okay, so any employee or virtual assistant that is hired less than 40 hours, it can be 30 hours, 20 hours per week. Okay, that's a part-time contract, even if it's on a monthly basis. And of course, the full-time contract are employees or virtual assistants who are working for a client 40 hours per week. Now, how about coach, or how about Miss Grace if we're going to go more than 40 hours? Okay, it depends on your arrangement. Usually the client will pay you extra. Okay, if you go and went into 50 hours for the whole week, 60 hours for the whole week. However, if you did not agree, or you did not really put it in your contract, there are tendencies that they will not pay you with your extra hours. Okay, so those are things that you might want to consider discussing when you're starting with your client. Okay, so those are again the types of contracts. Now, when we're talking about onlinejobs.ph, okay, usually when you go ahead and sign up, okay, so this is where you can go and be hired. So you go and um, go to onlinejobs.ph. Okay, real simple. And here you have the opportunity to, if you are the client, you look for talent. However, if you are a virtual assistant, you look for work. Okay, so this is where you're going to search. Okay, and you can sign up here. You can click on that. Okay, you can go and add your full name, email address, your password. Okay, and then click all of this right here, and then you can go ahead and start optimizing. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out so here are some of the VAs under here. Okay, there are webmasters. Okay, these are people who are creating websites. There are SEO VAs. Okay, those that are optimizing the websites. WordPress experts, writers, real estate VAs, graphic design, page paid programmers, bookkeeping, blogging, advanced, like you can click on advanced VA search if you need others. Okay, so those are some of the opportunities that you can find, or you can go ahead and apply under online jobs. All right. So if you are, let's just say, for example, you are under SEO. Okay. So when you're under SEO, let's go ahead and check here. There are a lot of profiles here. Okay, look at that. Okay, okay, this is on Facebook ads, media buyer, Amazon. Okay, these are examples of profiles, and this is what the client will see you. So later on, I'm going to mention more on, if you can see, they are the ones that are featured because they're ID proof. This is like the measure of the quality of your profile. Okay, is 99 or 90% up. Okay, if your ID proof is 90 up, then you're the ones that are featured to clients. And client can just go ahead and view your profile, contact you here, and then afterwards, or later on, we're going to go more. And then afterwards, hire you. Okay, and then from there, then you can go ahead and be hired by clients. Okay, and then it's either that you go and be paid on a monthly basis or be paid on a bi-weekly basis. Okay, it depends with your arrangement. Okay, so in optimizing your profile in the in onlinejobs.ph, because that's the first step in order for you to get clients in this platform. So just like what I shared earlier, if you missed that part, just go back later on during the recording, go and sign up. Okay, there will be a verification process. Okay, so in online jobs page, this is how you can have that ID. Okay, ID proof in green. So number one is, make sure that when after signing up, you really upload an ID. Okay, so that's part of the verification process. So once you upload an ID, that will boost your ID proof or your ID score to probably 85%. Okay, and then you do the rest, like for example, add your Facebook URL, okay, or any type of social media. And when we're talking about Facebook or social media, okay, you link it with your profile. Make sure that it's a social media account with previous activities. Okay, not just the one that you created yesterday. Make sure that it's a Facebook profile or a LinkedIn profile, a Twitter account with a lot of activities prior, probably the last 6 months, last 1 year, because they will also notice that one, that you just created something. So it's not enough for verification. It's not enough to boost your ID score. And, if it's less than 90, you will not be featured to clients. Okay. There will also be tests. Okay. If you can see, I'm going to bring back later on the profile. Clients can see your tests. So there are like tests here, on English proficiency. Okay, it's good if you can have C2. Okay, that's high. That means that you can communicate in English. There's also the DISC test. It's like a personality test. Okay, nothing wrong with that test. It's just telling the client what type of personality are you. Are you dominant? Are you a serious type? Are you a good follower? Okay, it's more of what profile or what personality fits more with the client or the business owner. Okay, also complete all the personal information. Okay, it will ask you about your highest educational status. It will ask you about your hourly rate. It will ask you about your address. Okay, so fill those information. Upload also a professional photo, not any selfie that's not really professional looking, because that will mention, or it's like saying to the client that you mean business, that you're here to work and you're here to provide quality service. Okay, so if you can upload a professional photo, that would be good. You're also going to be adding skills. Okay, after this one, I'm going to show you where you can find this one. You're going to be adding skills. So the skills that you can do and serve clients, maybe writing, maybe proofreading, maybe editing, graphics design. When you're rating skills and you know how to do it, don't be hesitant to rate your skill, because you can rate it from 1 star to 5 star. 5 star is the highest. Okay, so rate that skill, maybe 3 lowest and 5 highest. Okay, because of course that's really discouraging to client if you only have one. If you feel like I'm not that good, okay, but you can render that service, that's a three. Okay, as long as you can also if you can carry out the task, that's a four or a five. All right. However, if you feel like, okay, I don't know what this task is all about, then don't put it there. Okay, instead of putting a skill or a rating of 1 star or 2 star, I'd rather not just put it out there. As long, it should be at least 3 stars or 5 stars. Okay. Also, create an engaging profile title, not just always like virtual assistant, not always like customer support. Okay, not always like maybe you can go for more that's more interactive. Okay, go for more that's more maybe engaging. Okay, like SEO specialist, or you can probably add there that you are an engineer, or you are an architect. Okay, so there are maybe tasks there that you can render. Okay, so that's how you're going to optimize your profile. Okay, again, upload a valid ID. Okay, input like a really good or a valid a social media profile as well. Take all the tests. Okay, there should be at least 3 tests in there. And then fill out and complete the personal information, upload a professional photo, rate the skills properly, 3 stars onwards, and then have an engaging photo. Okay, let's go ahead and check out examples here. Okay, let me go and choose this one that's in SEO. So we have here this contract here, okay, SEO manager. So look at that. His ID proof is 99%. It's also verified, and time proof is the a time tracking app, okay, within online jobs. So the more you're working, the more the hours are tracking your activity. So towards the end of the day, if you're able to work 5 hours, that's the hours that will also be paid, and will be sent to you towards the end of the month. Okay, or if you by week or by monthly, if you agreed on that. Okay, so here, if you are so these are some of the information that you're going to add, just like what I mentioned earlier on the personal information, like what's your monthly what's your monthly expected salary. Okay, so add there at least $60, or I mean 60,000. Okay, what, 50,000 to 60,000. This is actually very good because he is into SEO. Okay, so 1,500 is the average when it comes to SEO. Okay, your highest educational attainment, is it bachelor's degree, high school, okay, master's? How many hours are you available? Okay, so this is what I mentioned earlier on. What type of contract are you? This is 40 hours per week, so that means that he is available to work full time. Okay, so we have here an overview. Here you can actually do, and this is like your title right here, but you can, here in your overview, you can do more, like what are the tasks that you can do, what are the things that you can render, what are the services. Okay, if you want through the training, then you can add more on that. Okay, basic information, age, gender, location. And these are the tests that I mentioned earlier, okay? Your IQ, DISC, your English proficiency test, all right? So this will be the, on your back end as a virtual assistant, you're just going to upload, the pictures here. These are screenshots, okay? So there it is. These are screenshots here. And on the client's end, and that's what we're seeing, this is what we can also see here, okay? And then a summary of your skills. So every skill focus, you're going to add in a summary. So add a little bit more tangible or more direct. Like what is it that you can do? Okay. And this is what I meant here by you rating your skills. So this is good that he's rating 4 stars. Okay. So I highly like, for example, for here, if you're not that confident with admin assistant, appointment setting, data entry, okay, these are actually very easy tasks. Okay, so at least, if I'm going to improve this one, at least I would go for 3 stars. Not really, because we can actually these are actually very easy. Okay, so you can go for 3 stars, not really 1 star, because that's a little bit discouraging for the clients. All right, so that's how you can optimize. Again, speaking, translation, If you feel like it's only one, then don't add it. Okay, don't put a star in there, then that's not reflected here. Okay, so these are some of the skills under writing, under sales and marketing, okay, under advertising, web development, okay, webmaster, graphics design, software, finance and management, customer service and admin support, professional services. So see if the professional services can be real estate. So maybe if you're a realtor, you're a real estate investor, okay, you're a real estate broker, agent, you can have it here. You can provide these services. Medical services, it might be medical coding, legal or paralegal, okay, and project management, okay. So again, when you're optimizing, this is an example of a profile right here. Have a very catchy, like for example on this one, okay, this is SEO friendly, okay, SEO specialist is in there. The ID proof is really high because he did all the tests, he added all of the information, and he also added all of the skills right here, okay. So maybe for this one, the only one that I would highly recommend in order to optimize this one is the rating here. No, the lowest should be 3 stars, and then you can go for 4 or 5, okay. If you feel like it's only 1 star, then don't include it. Just leave it blank. And then here you can also add more on what is it that you can render to clients other than these services that you mentioned earlier. Maybe you know graphics design. Maybe you know appointment setting because you also added it here, okay? And then usually under this right here, like admin support, there's an opportunity for you to also add a description. Go ahead and fill it in as well. Cite some examples, cite some experiences in the past, okay? Maybe you did a training, you have a certification, then you can cite those examples in order for you to be more relevant to clients, okay? So that's how you can optimize your profile. Okay, so I hope that really helps you. And again, if this is really overwhelming because you are right now, this is your first time, then no worries because you can go back and review this later on and you can pause the video. Okay, so now in applying, I know we have few more minutes. Now, after you optimize the profile, then you can go ahead and apply in the different jobs, okay? So earlier, I showed you your very own profile. So what's a profile, Miss Grace? It's just like when you are, it's just like when you are, let's just say, for example, um, for example, in Facebook, okay, you have your profile there, you upload your photo, you upload your bio, okay, those are examples of your profile, okay. It's in the same manner, you can create the profile just like what I showed earlier in onlinejobs.ph. However, it's more towards your skills and your work and your experiences, okay. So I mentioned earlier on how you can optimize. Now in applying, after you have a profile, you're going to look for jobs, and this is where you can get clients and online jobs. You can go and search for jobs. I'm going to mention it later on, but here are the tips in order for you to be effective in getting jobs, okay. So usually the tips here, and you can take a screenshot, you can also take a picture here. You go to the job board, okay, and then decide on the niche. Okay, niche means your focus or maybe the expertise. Okay, what is it that I'd like to go ahead and apply? Maybe the easiest would be data entry or online research, okay, or maybe property preservation or real estate, okay. I think yesterday we had somebody here, like a couple that we've been a part of their lives over the years, and they also did some freelance, back and forth. They went and created the business and then freelance again. He even mentioned we were talking, and he even mentioned that nowadays there are even tasks where your job is to only look for or to only watch CCTVs, okay? Because in the US, there are different kiosks, and people are going there and like buying using their credit card. Other project managers will come in. So all you have to do is just watch the CCTV. There are even jobs like that, okay? There are even jobs that will do data entry from Zoom meetings, okay, or the transcription, okay? Really, really simple. So decide on the niche. Maybe when that's the beauty when you have the training, okay? Because when you are deciding on the niche, it's more competitive, it's not common. Because the more common the niche is, like for example data entry, that means there are also a lot of competitions because it's easy, okay? Online research, PowerPoint creation, okay? Billing information, because it's easy. Now there are a lot of people who will also be applying, so that means that your competition is also higher. However, if you have done the training, that means you have expertise that is a little bit more competitive, okay? Maybe you can go into social media strategy, you can go into creating social media plans, optimizing social media profiles, SEO, okay? Just like what we have seen earlier, then it's more competitive because there are lesser people who are familiar with those tasks, okay? So the more you do training, the more you go and always empower yourselves, the more that you become competitive as a freelancer. But if you're going to settle in your comfort zone, like I'm just gonna settle to data entry, it's easy, that means also that your opportunity, the chances of you getting hired is also a little bit um difficult because you have a lot of competition, okay? So those are the pros and cons that you can go ahead and measure for yourself. Now going back to this right here, how are you going to apply? So go to job board, decide on a niche, and then in the search tab you can go and add in there, like for example social media, okay? And then you can decide on what type of contract are you going to be rendering. Is it going to be freelance or contractual or project based, or part-time or full-time, or you want to see all, okay, under all of these opportunities, so you can decide later on, okay? And then you can look into the different job posts, because on the client's end they're also posting jobs, okay? I need a virtual assistant that will focus on my admin, that will manage my emails, okay? So you can also read the job description, and then once you have done that, personalize your resume, okay? Don't be like uploading everything or copy pasting everything. Make sure that it fits with the client's needs, okay? So your resume probably is in data entry, but the job that you like is in transcription, so maybe you add a little bit more information on the transcription, and then you apply, add your portfolios there, okay? So usually you write in the section where you need to apply, and then add a link to your portfolio, okay, if there's no opportunity for you to upload your profile or your resume or your job information, okay? So here's an example right here of how you can go ahead and apply, and then afterwards I'm going to give you the best practices in online jobs, and then afterwards we can go for question and answer, okay? So here's an example. So this is like a job board right here, okay? So job, and then look for titles, okay? This is the types of categories here, okay? Are you going to be a virtual assistant? Are you going to be in English, okay? Or writing? Maybe you're good in writing. Maybe in your high school or your college, you're able to do article writing. Maybe in sales and marketing. Maybe in graphics and multimedia. Okay, professional services. Oh, I'm a real estate broker. I'll go for professional services, okay? Category, real estate services, all right? So you can go ahead and click search here. There you go. So there you go. There are a lot. There are so far 13 jobs right here. Okay. They're hiring for real estate acquisition manager, real estate appointment setter. Oh, I can do this. Okay. Real estate acquisition. Okay. Transaction coordinator. This is very simple. Okay. You just go and they want like more gigs, okay, as brokers, and they don't have time for that. So all you have to do is just, if there are opening in the MLS or in the county, you claim that, okay, and then provide the broker ID, okay, and the requirements, and then that's it. It's in your MLS, okay. Real estate assistant, real estate sales, transaction coordinator. There's a lot of transaction coordinator. Cold caller, okay, maybe you are an experienced call center agent, okay. The beauty of this here is that it doesn't actually require you sales. If you're a cold caller, it's more of just asking for property. Appraiser, okay, actually Coach Jay is on the other side, and they're doing a training on appraiser. Here, look at that. You're paid from $500 to $1,000 on a monthly basis. Okay, so appraiser is more on BPO or broker price opinion. Data analytics, look at that. Data analytics is very in demand, and if you can see here, it's $15 per hour because it's more in demand compared to team leader, only $6 per hour. Okay, so that's what you can compare with. If it's more competitive, just like this one, the more you get paid. If it's, not that competitive, then it's more of $5, $4, okay, $7. All right, so going back here, these are the types of contracts. So this is the contractor or freelance, okay, or project based only. If you're going to take this out, maybe you can only, I don't want to go for full time or freelance. Then you go and tick those, and then you can go and search. Then the ones that are displaying here, 94 jobs are open for part-time. So this is good for you if you are maybe a real estate broker, maybe you are working in a corporate setting, you're a teacher, you are working in an office, and you'd like to consider freelancing or virtual assistants during part-time. So this is what you can do, okay? And then after, maybe you can consider this $5 per hour, okay? And this is only I think it's requiring you to work, and it's even only requiring 50 ID proof. Okay, so anybody can really do that. Okay, so here you just go ahead and read, and then afterwards, after you have read that, you can go and click on apply. Okay, so usually you will be able to do that when you are logged in. Okay, so so see, look here, you have to register or log in, but this is just an example on how you can apply. So once you log in, there is an application button here. You're going to you're going to add your cover photo or your application, but you have to copy also. Okay, so you have to fill in this form right here. Okay, so you have and this is where you can also go ahead and check if this is a legit client. Okay, so they provided their company information, so you go ahead and research them. Okay, go to Google, look for this one. Also, it's requiring hours from 12 p.m. to, and this is US time zone, so this is more on midnight here to 5:30 a.m. Okay, so you have to check, is this something that I want to do? Am I still sleeping, okay, during this time? Okay, this is actually good if you are just working from home. Okay, so if not, then you can go back, look for another one. Okay, female real estate specialist. Okay, so 10 hours only per week. Okay, and probably you're going to go do calls. Okay, or qualified assistants will be asked to send a short audio recording. So this is cold calling for real estate. And real estate cold calling is very simple because you just ask them about the property information. Okay, usually they are going to fill in like a form, and then you're just going to call them and verify. You mentioned here that your house that you want to sell has 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, okay, 1.5 bath, okay, maybe half is usually like a powder room or something. Oh, you mentioned here that your reason for selling is moving to another place, okay, things like that. So it's really easy. It's not like you have to hustle hard and you have quotas. Okay, maybe the quotas here is to call 50 people for the whole shift. Okay, so it's more it's easier when you are doing freelance, and that's how you can go ahead and apply and get clients in online jobs page. Okay, now lastly, here are some tips when it comes to how you can get long-term clients. Okay, so when we're talking about long-term, that means that when you have clients that will end or contracts that will end, you have ongoing clients that will continue to sustain you within the online jobs platform. Okay, so tips are, number one, you can send up to 10 applications daily. All right, so that's really good because if you're sending 10 applications on a daily basis, at the end of the month, you have 300 applications. So that's more chance of getting hired. But the tips there is make sure that your ID proof is also high. Okay, so 90% up. So I mentioned earlier how you can do that. Optimize your profile, take the test. Okay, optimize your rating, add your ID, add your Facebook account. Okay, if you came in late, just go ahead and go back to that part of the video, okay, or the training. Also, make sure that your applications will go to messages. So always be checking your messages, okay, because they might have responded and you missed it because you were not checking your messages. So it's like your inbox. So after you send all of those applications, make sure that you're always checking your inbox. Okay, make sure that the first few ones, okay, the initial hires, you should be hired within the platform. So usually you will be marked as hired by the client, and then you will be asked to download the time proof, and then you're going to turn on your time tracker, the time proof after that one, and then when you start working, and then you can go from there. Okay, and then you can be paid. All right. So if you are new, make sure that you are hired within the platform in order for us to really ensure that you're not going to be scammed. Okay. So when you are hired, make sure that you do the time tracking app. There's a work diary. You can be paid bi-monthly or monthly. And then at the end of the contract, you can review the client, or the client can also review. So it's important that you provide quality service, that you provide like impressive assistance to the clients, because the next few candidates or the next potential clients can also go ahead and check those examples, okay, or can check your very own feedback that the previous clients gave to you after you completed the contract with them. Another also tip is that the algorithm of online jobs is usually open or good to apply between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, I did not write it there because I want you to just get this right here, right now, while you're watching this video. Okay, and another tip, so apply between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, that's usually when the clients in online jobs are exhausted and want to hire virtual assistants. And if you're there to apply right away, then you can get the job. They really want that you are responding to the messages right away. That's why I emphasize it later on. Another one also, the algorithm of onlinejobs.ph will put you up in the highlights or featured virtual assistants when you edit the profile. Okay, this is why they're discouraging edits. Okay, your profile or your ID proof will go down from 90 to 85 to 88. Okay, when you're always editing, because the algorithm is featuring you to clients that are hiring if you're editing your profile. Okay, so edit your profile or update new information in your profile probably once, at least a month, once or twice a month. Maybe you're adding a portfolio, maybe you are changing your availability, maybe you're updating your tests, maybe you're updating your profile information. As long as you're doing that once a month, so you will be on top of the search engines, okay, and clients will find you. So be monitoring your messages, because clients will be contacting you. Respond to those clients right away, and you will be hired, and you're getting clients right here in the online jobs.ph. Okay, so I hope that this is helpful. Let's go to question and answer now. We have few minutes. Really, I'm going to probably extend for 5 minutes. Okay, but don't hesitate to go ahead and follow us. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please go ahead also and connect with our social media sites. We are in TikTok, we are in LinkedIn, in Instagram, and Facebook, in Twitter. We are also in this very social media site that you are watching us. Okay, at Surge Marketplace. You can also email and ask us questions via info@thesurgemarketplace.com. You can check out our training and our courses via academy.surgedigital.agency. All right, I hope that was really helpful. I know if you're a newbie, this might be really overwhelming, but trust the process. Go ahead and review this video optimize your profile and then start applying. For sure, maybe in a month or two, you're going to be getting clients, especially if you're going to also enroll in our courses. All right, so let's go for question and answer. Okay, so we have a few questions right here. Congratulations, Arnell. Arnell mentioned that hired 3 email marketers and online jobs. So Arnell, I think, has his own agency now. Congratulations. Okay, Arnell also took courses from us. It's good to have you. Thank you very much. People watching from Albay, from um, Davao City. Okay, okay. Um, can't edit the per hour rate when above 100K. Yeah, that's the. I think you need to be able to achieve certain milestones before you can go for more than 100,000. Okay. Um, Good evening. I'm a real estate virtual assistant. May I know how much to pay for the course? We have our lowest for the real estate virtual assistants is 900 pesos. This is under VOD. Okay. So I might, if you want, I can send it to you as part of our information. Janina is asking, are you going to offer data analytics soon? Yes, maybe early next year. Right now, we're developing the VA agency course. We're also developing supply chain. Okay, we're also developing a little bit of data analytics, the Infusionsoft. Okay, that's probably going to be available hopefully before Christmas, so we can give that to you guys. Which position are you if you're non-voice? Teens, it's going to be transaction coordinator. Okay, that's actually one of the easiest. Transaction coordinator, and then MLS or BPO. Okay, or valuations. All right. Those are some of the things that you can do if you are non-voice. Of course, there's also social media in and other digital or email marketing or sales and marketing in real estate. You're welcome. Okay, you're welcome. My current full-time job is night shift. Makakahanap po kayo ng part-time since mostly taga-US. Yes, there are. Okay, you work yourself towards long-term clients. Actually, when the clients, except if it's voice, because you have to really call real estate customers in a certain time, usually around 5 a.m. in our time to 7 a.m. Okay, because that's when they're home. Okay. However, if you're going to focus on admin and sales and marketing, then you can go for the ones that do not require you to be micromanaged. Okay, more on the admin. So usually the first 2 months probably you need to work night shift, but you can mention that to your client that, hi, I'd like to go ahead and manage my mental health and my whole overall being or well-being. Allow me to work during my daytime. And if you are trustworthy enough, they will allow you to do that. How to increase the ID proof score? Charmaine, I mentioned this earlier. You add a verified ID, you add a very good or a long last or like a verified and also good with a lot of activities, the social media sites. Take those tests as well. Okay, so those are the 3 main ones. Okay. Looking for client. I hope you would be able to get clients after this one. Okay. Do I need to have an experience for me to start as a virtual assistant? Not really. Okay. Training for most of our virtual assistants or most of our students, they only needed a training. Okay. And I hope this one right here, some of you will be able to, this would be enough that you can go and find clients. Okay. There are a lot of clients who will consider newbies. Okay, is commission based reliable? Not really. I don't recommend that. It's a lot of work. Okay, and then they will only pay you for the output. Okay, so I'd rather just go and do part times. Okay, commission based is also okay on top of your hourly rate. Okay, like for example, for Coach Jay, he used to do cold callings before. Okay, for real estate, and what he added in his contract is $10 hourly rate, and then on top of that, if he would be getting leads, he will get $100 per lead. Okay, if the client will go and discuss, and then a percentage from the sold price. Okay, so if the client will buy the property or sell the property at 400, $1,000, then a percentage will go to him. Okay, so that's how you can play it, when the commission. Okay, I think I've answered this one. Do you offer medical services? Not yet right now. Actually, we're looking for a trainer on this. Okay, so if any of you guys there, okay, wanting to be our course creator in the medical VA courses, okay, let us know. How to process the payment? Okay, it depends with the different platforms. Most often there are already payment information and payment where you can just link your Payoneer, your PayPal, your Wise, okay, your bank information in the platform, and that's where you can withdraw that's where you can go ahead and withdraw your very own earnings. Okay, social media site, under VOD or video on demand, this is only 750. Okay, so go ahead and enroll. Negotiate the starting salary. I think I put a small amount in the expected salary. Jan, if you're already starting, unfortunately, you won't be able to ask for an increase soon. Okay, maybe after 3 months, you can consider that. Hi, I'm efficient now. I'm more proactive. I'm giving you quality output. I would ask for a higher salary. But if you did not start, then go ahead and always, if you finished a course from us, finished, okay, completed the required portfolio, you can go with $6 at least. That's your lowest. Okay, your average should be $10 per hour. Okay, yes. To this, I think I answered this earlier. How much ang rate ng administrative course? Our very freelancing course starts at 1,250. Okay, if it has class coaching, it's 3,000. If it has mentoring, like one-on-one mentoring, it's 15,000. But you can avail it at 1,250. All right. Miss Grace, how much is the payment for Reva? It starts at 900 pesos only. Specific location na maraming prospect leads. Any in the US actually, because right now, maybe I can improve this one. Like, what are the specific niche that clients are hiring? Okay, not location, but niches. Go for real estate niches. Okay, there's a boom in the real estate market. Go also for software. Okay, also for coaching. Okay, even those three, you can go ahead and be hired. Okay, real estate course. I mentioned earlier 900. What if your work availability in Upwork is 30 and then you put, it's okay, you can manage. Actually, for me, I always put full time. Okay, you can manage. Then when somebody hires you and you already consume 20 hours, then you can just mention, I'm sorry, but I have an ongoing contract right now, but I can still allocate 20 hours per week. Okay, so just communicate. Coach, I'm a real estate admin assistant, knowledgeable in accounting, sales, HR, and other tasks. I don't know what to be enrolled. Karen, I think it's best for you to enroll the freelancing course, okay, or the basic virtual assistance course, because I think you have the skill. You just need how to market your skill and apply in order for you to be hired, okay? Payment po pag natapos yung project, usually you can be paid 50% before, but if you are under part-time and full-time contract, you are paid by the hour that you're rendering and you are paid at the end of the month. Okay? Platform for payment, nagbabayad within the platform, actually, within online jobs, you can be paid there. Okay? We're looking forward as well. Advice for fresh VAs, no experience applying. 1 year experience. Yeah, just get training, make sure that your profiles are really good, build your portfolio, and then of course you're proactive, okay? Because even if you have a really good profile, but when the client will test you out, you're not proactive, you're not delivering value. This is why training is very important, because you're taught and you're trained, okay? Not just trained by skills, but trained how to deliver output. All of our courses have portfolios. You have to create something. You have to provide an output to every lesson, because it's a practice for you to provide also output for clients. Okay, I got hired recently by a client. Congratulations, Denise. It's part-time social media manager for her business and will start in October 2. I'm still taking web design course. Congratulations. See, Denise here took the web design, and she's starting. She's not yet done, but with the course, but now she is already hired and starting in few days from now. Congratulations! Can I add certificates from online jobs profile and LinkedIn like Coursera? Yes, you can. Even also in your profile. Networker before niche. I think it's under digital marketing. Than networking. Okay, you're welcome, Paul. You're welcome, Jan. It's good to have you. Hired po ng company ngayon. Gusto ko pong part-time 4 years experience ko po di po mag-help. Yes, graphics artist 4 years. It should be at least, depends with the project, huh? But with your expertise in 4 years, it should be at least $10 per hour. Okay. Recognize and avoid phishing. If there are no information about the company, okay, also if they are asking more information about you than giving you information about the jobs, okay, those are usually red flags. When po ang start ng training ng real estate, there's an ongoing batch right now. The next batch will start October 8th. Okay, so you have more than 1 week to enroll. Okay, how am I going? Yeah, I think I already mentioned this one. Call 10, let me know your thoughts. I don't personally, I haven't experienced them. Maybe they're fairly new, okay? But I hope that they're good, okay? But personally, I couldn't really give my personal opinion because I haven't tried them. How much po ang freelancing course? I mentioned 1,000. It starts at for video on demand. That means access to all of the videos and email and feedbacking. 1,250. Okay, you're welcome. Coach, mag-start ng VA training kahit more Canva lang ang ginagamit. Yes. How to enroll? I'm going to give you options to enroll later on. Sites do you think are best to look for clients apart from online jobs? Try also freelancer. Actually, it depends with the niche, okay? If you're under creatives, freelancer.com, fiverr.com. If you are more on virtual assistants, online jobs, and Upwork, okay? If you're going for hourly, Upwork, okay? Currently working in a bank, but planning to shift with work from home jobs. What course? Maybe accounting, okay? Online bookkeeping, online accounting. Send Canva link only to clients. Yes, you can. You can go ahead, especially if your Canva portfolio was launched into a website. That would be perfect. How to tell the client, the hiring client, you want to be hired only inside? Yeah, you can actually, Kate. You can mention that you prefer being in the platform. Just be direct. To them. And for you, if they don't agree to that, then that's already a red flag. Okay, so be choosy with the clients as well. Okay, do you recommend taking one course or more? Take one course at a time. Again, with Surge Marketplace, we go for quality. Okay, with the course, each of the course, it will require you at least 1 month. Okay, in order for you to finish. So take one course at a time. I'm planning to enroll in the freelancing virtual assistant course. I hope Surge we will help you even in the apprenticeship and the hiring opportunities afterwards. I already enrolled in the virtual assistant course. Okay lang po na continue to answer and go on a portfolio. Yes, go ahead and do that. You can start in advance as well, right? I think we're good. Okay, so we don't have any pending questions anymore. Thank you very much for being so lively. Here is our code right here. Become a VA now. Okay, so that's our code that you're going to enter into our feedback form. And then after filling in the feedback form, wait for your certificate, because we will also be giving you a gift. So probably I'll give you a discounted for all of you who will fill in the feedback form. I might include a discounted rate for the freelancing course, for the social media, for the digital marketing, and for the real estate virtual assistants. And I hope that will help you, okay? Because we are here to really empower and help you. That would be all. I will see you again next week. Stay tuned when it comes to our paid and free training only here in Surge Marketplace, because we are here with a big heart to give you competitive pricing, quality service, and genuine customer care. We know that freelancing really empowered and change your lives, and we also pray that freelancing will also change and empower your lives. Bye, everybody, and God bless you all. Have a great week ahead.